Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Becky and I'm a fashion and lifestyle blogger and I post here on YouTube roughly twice a week. I like to make big promises but it's not happening at the moment. And I post on Instagram every single day though, so I would love it if you guys could follow me over there too, and that will pop up on the screen somewhere. So I've just sat down because I'm about to film a Topshop haul, but as you can see I'm a bit of a hot mess right now, so I have to get ready first. So I thought that I would film a little bit of a get ready with me. Winter is playing with my hairbrush, which is not supposed to be happening. I don't think I've ever really filmed a kind of chatty get ready with me. I've been kind of on and off YouTube for a while. Wow. When I tell people my hair is curly and they don't believe me, this is my hair just naturally. I went to bed with it wet last night and this is the result, and it's actually still a little bit wet, so I'm gonna go grab my hairdryer. Okay, so I'm gonna pop on some of this heat protector first. It's a John Frieda one from their Detox and Repair range, which I really love. The conditioner that comes with this is like a deep conditioner, like the one that comes in a tub, is amazing and makes my hair feel so soft and silky. But that's another story. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off drying my hair now. Winter actually loves the hairdryer and loves playing with it. Obviously I have it on a low heat, but he loves it. Okay, he's not doing it today, but some days we get all the way up to zoomies when the hairdryer comes, but he's pulling my leg now. And he'll like do the zoomies all around the house, running around, and he goes off for a big like sprint and then he comes back to play with the hairdryer. When he was little, he was really scared of the hairdryer. We didn't want him to be scared of the hairdryer. We were in a shared house at the time, so he always had to be in the room with us, like whatever room I was in, he had to be in. So he needed to learn to not be scared of the hairdryer. Sorry, I don't know why I don't have any words right now. So yeah, he had to learn not to be scared of it, so we would play with it and like play games with it. And I think now he thinks it's a toy. What are you doing? Just sitting and watching. The Tesco driver's just been. We just had a food delivery. So I think he's feeling quite worn out because he was very excited for that. He always gets very excited when someone new comes to the house that he can meet. Okay, so I think that today I'm gonna kind of straighten my hair, but put like a little curl in the bottom. I'm gonna try to at least. I'm not the very best at curling, to be honest. So if I just kind of straighten it first, because I'm a mess. And then I'm gonna curl away from my face from like halfway down. And then I think I will let them set a bit and brush it out later so it's a bit more of a wave. Because I've never really filmed a get ready with me like this, I don't know how long this is gonna be. Because usually if I'm doing something different with my hair, like I can straighten it in like 5 or 10 minutes. But if I'm doing something different, it could take a while. And then my makeup takes like 20 minutes. And I don't think that you want like an hour-long video. So what I'm thinking is that I'm just gonna talk all the way through whatever's on my mind, whatever's kind of I'm thinking about, and then when I'm editing I'm gonna go through and cut out all of the bits that I don't think are as interesting, because you don't want a 40-minute long video. That's crazy. Nobody wants to see my face for 40 minutes. I don't want to see my face for 40 minutes. Oh my gosh, trust me, like before I started doing YouTube, when I used to see all these YouTubers talking about how long it takes to edit a video, I used to think they were all chatting so much crap just to make it seem like it was harder than it is. And then when I started, hello, and I would do really crappy edits and like my videos were not very good then. Still, like it would take me maybe an hour to edit a video and I was like, ugh, whatever. Yes, we're very much in the lap. And then more recently as I've been trying to make my like cuts a bit more smooth, and you know, maybe if I'm talking about a product, put a picture of it in and put little like captions on the screen if I misspeak or something. and the amount of time it can take to edit one YouTube video, and I still, like, I don't do anything particularly fancy really, but oh my god, you get so sick of seeing your face. I love the filming, and I love like seeing people's reactions and stuff, and hearing people's thoughts, and like people will DM me on Instagram talking about stuff that they've seen in my videos, and we'll chat about it. I love this side of YouTube, but sitting for like half a day to edit a video drives me mad. Absolutely bonkers. I get so sick of seeing my own face. What I'm doing here, because I know that some... Oh, we're having the hiccups. Is that okay? Are you better now? I hate it when he gets like hiccups or something, because you can't explain it to him and he doesn't know what's going on. So it must be so confusing and like upsetting, because they clearly distress him. So these curls are gradually going higher and higher up my hair the further back I go, which is great. Very professional, aren't we, Winter? So I know not everybody can do curls with a hair straightener, and every time I do it on my Instagram stories, somebody DMs me, so I'm going to show you. So I kind of straighten like halfway down when I'm doing that. I don't always. If I'm doing a full curl, obviously I don't do that. And then I turn away from the face, so turn it just kind of 120 degrees. And then just pull, and I like to kind of hold the hair up a bit. I don't know if that does anything. And then just kind of pull it to the end. You're kind of pulling it as if you were trying to pull the hair out, that kind of way. I don't know, it curls it. I always just straighten my hair, and I think I just look really basic and boring. So I thought that today I would do something a bit more. Should I just curl it all the way? I don't think so. I think I'm going to straighten the top bit of these curls out. That's better, I think. I'm really desperate for a haircut, because if you guys look back through my YouTube, a couple years ago, cut my hair from it being like halfway down my back into a quite short bob. And my hair was in really bad condition, because I used to straighten it every day, and I didn't bother to use heat protector, and I dried it on like the highest setting. Whereas now I dry it on like the middle setting. I always use heat protector, and sometimes I even like reapply in the middle of doing my hair. And I only dry my hair if I need to. So like if I'm showering before an event or something, but generally I shower after the gym before bed. So I just leave my hair to dry then. Because obviously when I'm in the house, it doesn't matter if it's just wet. And my hair is in a lot better condition now, but anyway, I'm getting away from the point. I had loads cut off because it was in really bad condition. And I think there was like quite a few bloggers that I followed at the time had short hair. I was particularly obsessed with India Moon's hair. So I thought it would be really cool to get a bob. My hair was really damaged, so I just did it. But now, but then like a couple of months after I did it, I was like, oh, I want my long hair back now. I loved it for the first couple of months, but then I'd had enough and I wanted my hair back, and it's taken me probably 18 months-ish. I can't remember when exactly I had it cut, to grow it back, because it was like up here, so to grow that back. So in that time, because I was so desperate to grow it longer, I haven't had my hair cut at a hairdresser's. I've done it myself a couple of times, which to any hairdressers out there watching this, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm not an example. I don't claim to be. He's gonna walk on the bedside table, is okay? There's a box of tissues on there, and he always wants to try and get the tissues. Winter! 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 Can you see what he's got? What was I saying? Oh yes, so I would cut my hair for a while, because I've had really bad experiences with going to hairdressers and saying, can you cut like 1 inch off? And then they cut like, I don't know, 2. I used to go to this hairdresser when I was younger, and I would always go to the same one because it was my parents' hairdresser. so I would always go and see him. He's called Anthony. I will put his contact details in the description. If you're in Leeds, he's my favourite. He is on the high end, so I kept going to hairdressers, like, I don't know, a hairdresser in the market kind of thing, and then being shocked when they couldn't kind of do what I wanted as well as Anthony could, but I didn't have the money for Anthony. After this one haircut, I was like, that's it, I'm just going to do it myself. I can literally just trim a little bit off the bottom and it'll be fine, and I can control how much comes off. So I am looking for a hairdresser near me to tidy it up now because it's bushy, it's thick. I think it needs thinning at the bottoms because it's just ridiculous. And I just want somebody to fix it up and kind of do it well. Kind of tidy up the mess I've made of it, cutting it and like not cutting it the past few years. But I don't know who to trust. I'm just going to sleep finally. Anybody knows any hairdressers in North Wales that are worth the buck? I'm not spending more than 50 quid on a cut. So that's the line we're drawing. Give me some recommendations. But yeah, there was a little hair story for you. I don't know why I felt the need to say all of that. I know that I should probably separate my hair properly and this would be a bit more effective, but I was just about to say I've not brought a bobble in with me and I can't bother to go get one, and I've just realised there's one on my wrist. So maybe I will do for the rest of this side because this is my thicker side. My friend, he's called Sam. He lives in South Wales and he has his own salon. He does like extensions and stuff. And his work is incredible. I'm obsessed with it. But he's really quite far away for me to go for a haircut. He's like 3 hours away, I think. But Sam, if you're ever in the north, come cut your girl's hair, please. I'll tag Sam's salon as well if any of you are kind of North Wales area. Yeah, it just feels like everybody that I trust is too far away. I also kind of am debating maybe getting some extensions, but then I'm really worried that the extensions would ruin my hair when I could just wait another year and my hair will be at the length that I would want the extensions. What else is going on in my life right now? I might be doing the PhD. I've talked about this a lot, that I feel like I'm gonna be super gutted if I don't get the PhD now. I know it's like a whole thing that people online are like, don't talk about your business until it's certain. And like this is like the badass thing to do. But honestly, I'm excited, and I'm excited that it's even a maybe. I think that when my income and my job is living my life online, I owe it to people to show the ups and downs and show the excitement of the maybe, and if I don't get it, the disappointment of the no. I don't mind talking about it and having to potentially, you know, eat my dust and say that I didn't get it. If I get the PhD, I'll be spending 3 or 4 more years in Bangor. I would be kind of committing to 3 or 4 more years as a student, and even though I obviously do all of the like online work that I do, I would have to cut that down to fit in kind of student life, you know, as in studying 9 till 5, 5 days a week, and I'm worried that I would be like super broke. Like I'm super broke right now. How would I survive with less money is the panic. Like if I get it, I'll do it, I know that. But I'm also very freaked out at the actual idea of doing it, because I think that it'll be a really, really rough few years. He's putting himself to bed. Look, his tail's gone down. When he's really, really excited or when he's really, really sleepy, his tail drops down and goes kind of straight. But obviously, generally, it's up and curly. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere, I think. So it was Winter's birthday 2 days ago, and we had the cutest little party for him. We had a couple of friends over. One of my friends has a little sausage dog called Murphy. I will share a picture of him on the screen and his Instagram profile. He's very cute. And Winter really likes him. And Winter ate so many treats. I think because of all the treats and all the playing, he's just knackered now. And it's so funny because he's normally really energetic and quite naughty. So now that he's being like really cutesy and sleepy, I mean, it's nice. I'm getting more work done while he's sleepy. It's also strange to see him behaving so differently. So yeah, this is kind of what's going on in my life. I feel like I have been really quiet. There's been a lot of stuff going on, some family stuff. Isn't there always family stuff going on? There's that, there's the whole money thing that I've obviously talked about on my channel. I'm wondering whether I should restart that series. I kind of started it and the first video did really well and the second one did quite poorly. And I'm not sure whether people want to see it. I don't want to kind of just put it out there if it doesn't help anybody and nobody really cares. But yeah, work has been super slow, both online and my side job. So it's been tough. I'm quite actually behind on a lot of those payments and a lot of the progress that I was making in those previous videos. It's not like that anymore, I think. So it would be really nice, because I think that everybody in my, like, I don't want to say real life, I think the internet me is kind of the real me still, but like everybody in my like in-person life, I think has just heard about it so much that they don't care anymore. They can't say anything new. They can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, they just kind of had enough. So I kind of miss having somebody to talk to about it. It must be quite tiring, I think, to hear the same thing over and over again. So I don't know, I feel a bit wary talking to them about it. Gosh, I feel like this has turned into a bit of a therapy session today. I don't know though, I feel like so many people online just show the positives, but you don't really get this like everyday kind of problems. I finished curling my hair. Can you see my point with the fact that I've cut my own hair? What is this one long curl? I'm really tempted to go and grab the scissors and cut it out, but I will instead just put a bit more of a curl in it and stop messing with my own hair. So I think I'm gonna do a bit of like light makeup. 5 to 4. Okay, I have like an hour before I have to leave the house and I have to finish filming this and then film another video. I just washed all my like face cloths and stuff. Sorry, I've just grabbed this straight out of the dryer. I really cheated. Like normally I take the effort and I wash all my makeup brushes properly. I like to wash them like once a week, but I washed them after doing makeup videos this week. Then the other day for Winter's party, I was putting on my makeup and I realized that apparently my bronzer brush still had black powder on it, because when I started trying to put bronzer on, my cheeks just went black. So I washed them again and it still didn't come out, so I cheated and I put them in my delicates bag with my face cloth, and I put my brushes and my sponges in the washing machine on a cold wash, and it has a setting that's like hand wash 20 degrees, so I put them on that. This is the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. This is my 3rd bottle of this, and since trying this, my friends bought me it as a gift in 2nd year of uni, so like 2 years ago now, nearly 3. And since trying it, I've not used any other primers. I love it so much. But I've basically run out and I can't afford to buy a new one right now, so I'm like desperately trying to scrape out every single scrap from the bottom. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the brushes. So I was really worried. I'd convinced myself they were gonna come out all falling apart, because I put them in because I was kind of frustrated that I'd washed them twice and I was still getting all this like black everywhere basically, because I did this skeleton look and there was lots and lots of blending and like basically all my brushes were covered in black eyeshadow. I threw them in frustration and straight away I was like, oh my god, what have I done? This is a terrible idea. Then they came out fine and I put them in with like laundry softener and everything, and they're so soft and they're like brand new again. I don't know whether this is recommended. I'm sure it's not a good thing, but it all went great, so I'm really happy now and I'm excited to use my like new brushes. Winter is also excited apparently because he's now going through my pot of brushes. Okay, so this is the Clinique Even Better foundation. This is in shade C4. I'm not going to try and say that properly. I'm going to put that on the screen. I went to one of the Clinique desks in Boots last week in Llandudno and tried out a couple of their foundations and some of their skincare and stuff, and I fell in love with this foundation. I'm not a big foundation fan, as you guys probably know. I think I've talked about it before. I mainly wear concealer and just kind of spread it over my face. Not all over my face, just like I'll put a bit here, here and here and then spread that out. But I really liked this one, so I'm giving it a go. I will be using a few Clinique items today. The Clinique items were gifted, so just letting you guys know that. I'm also gonna go grab a mirror because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a great job looking in the camera for this. What was it? I was telling you about the Clinique thing. So I went in and she did some skincare with me. I'm really, really bad with my skin. I generally don't put anything on, like, you know, moisturizer or anything. I have a moisturizer in my gym bag because I feel like the sauna dries me out. But other than that, I don't actually do any skincare unless it's a night out when I'm putting a face mask on. So she went through with me like a moisturizer and then like a nighttime one that you put in before bed, and showed me a couple of their other skincare bits. And since then I've been, Lisa will be very proud of me if she sees this, I've been moisturising every morning and every night, although the sample that she gave me, that is the nighttime one, is going to run out. So I need to buy a new one of that. But I've been using the Moisture Surge. Every morning I actually just washed my face and put some on before I started filming this video. So I've been putting that on every morning, and it's like, I can't remember what it's called. I've been putting on the Moisture Surge like overnight face mask treatment thingy, which has been lovely as well. And I bought the Moisture Surge lip balm, and they've done really well for my skin, which I wouldn't have expected because, I mean, in the name Moisture Surge, I expected them to be a little bit too greasy for me, but they've worked really well. I just used the tiniest bit, and yeah, they work well for me. Okay, so this is the YSL All Hours Concealer. This is shade 1, and this is what I usually use instead of foundation. But admittedly, it's too pale for me to be wearing this foundation. By the way, I just put the concealer under my eyes, and then if I have any patches where the foundation looks like it's not really stuck, I'll put it there, or if I look a bit red in places, like this spot, I will dab a bit there. I'm going to take the CYO contour stick, and I'm going to take the darker end and then put that under my cheekbones. I used to use the NYX version of this, but this is basically the same, and I think it's half the price. It was really cheap and does the job. Also, the Boots in Bangor doesn't have NYX. I've lost my powder brush. Not sure what happened to it, but I've ordered a new one and it's not come yet. So I've been using sponges. Don't know whether that's a good idea, but I don't have a spare powder brush. So this is a Rimmel one. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte one that's like £3 or something like that. And I'm wearing shade 5, that's Silky Beige. So now I'm taking the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade with a angled brush, and I'm just going to draw in some eyebrows. And, oh, there's a piece of hair that I forgot to do. We'll hide you over there. That one looks so much better than the first one. I'm just taking that same concealer from earlier to try and wipe away a bit of this brow because I feel like it's gone too big. I don't normally conceal under my eyebrows. I'm only doing this because I think it's gone a bit too big. Because I feel like generally I can't do it without looking like a drag queen that's just trying to create an eyebrow. But that's me personally. Some other girls look amazing when they do it. And then I'm going to use the Rimmel Brow This Way just to fill in this front bit a little bit lighter, and then I'm going to use the brush on the end to brush them. What else? So after town and filming today, I'm going to go to Curry's to take a look at the new iPhones. I really don't want to upgrade, like I've said about a gazillion times. I can't really afford to, but I keep getting turned down, or I've been turned down for a few jobs on Instagram because apparently my picture quality is not high enough. So I need to upgrade my camera, and I have a Very account, as you will know if you've seen my debt videos, and they're currently offering I think £150 off the new iPhones. So I'm thinking that if I bought that, and that's £150 with a year to pay it, which I know it's kind of like a bit of a taboo thing to buy your phone that way and like pay it monthly, but I don't really see what the difference is over paying it monthly or having a contract. To me it's just kind of the same thing. I just feel so guilty because I owe people money to buy anything. By the way, this is a just clean brush. Normally I would use my powder brush to wipe it off, but I'm just using a random clean highlighter brush since I don't have a powder brush right now. Now I'm going to take my bronzer, which I've dropped and is shattered, and it's supposed to be a set powder, but it's now kind of this. But I'm working through it because I don't need a new one yet. I can cope with this, so I'm just putting that in there to contour a little bit more. This is the Natural Collection one in Boots. That's like £2. Because I'm cheap. Also, I realised that it's quite hypocritical to be talking about filming a Topshop haul in the same video that I'm talking about being broken. Hauls are one of my like best performing, that's my hair straighteners. Hauls are one of my best performing videos, and I always make good commission on them, so it makes sense for me to make them because it helps make money. Anyway, this is the Beauty Bay Evolve palette. I was gifted this at an event that I went to. It was one of those things where you like spin a wheel and whatever it lands on, you win the item. So I won this, and it's very, very pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and use this for a little bit of eyeshadow. What's quite cool about this is along here, you've got like a row of base colors, a row of transition, crease, liner, pop, highlight. So it tells you if you want to follow their advice, you can just use like one row of colors and they go really well together, so you don't really have to think about what goes where. So I think that what I'm going to use today, I've used row 3 before, and that was a very pink. It's very pigmented, so it was very pink. And I've used row 5 before, and that's a much browner one. I really liked number 5, but I think I want to try something different again today. So I'm thinking of trying out number 1 or 2. I think I'm going to go number 1 because, no, I'm going to go number 2 because it's got that dark liner that I think will be really pretty. So I'm taking the base color from row number 2, and I'm just going to spread that all over my eyelid. Then the transition color I'm going to take, but I'm going to use that kind of here downward. We're going to go with that. I think that I would like to try and do a little bit of a kind of halo sort of look. So maybe we'll try that. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll just have to salvage whatever mess I make. This like palette is super pigmented, so I feel like I like touch the brush to it and my eyes are like super colored, which is nice because it means you don't need a lot, but also it means that I have, like, because I'm not very good, I have to be really careful with it. The next one is the crease color. So I'm just going to put that into the crease. I'm going to mainly focus on padding some of that into the outer, like, sides of my eye. Wow, Bex. Wow. That's a little browner than I was thinking today, so I'm going to go back with the transition and just blend a little bit more. Oh, I think that's a bit better now. I've blended it more. I'm then going to use... Oh, I'm actually going to use this liner a little bit, actually. So I'm going to take this tiny brush and use that liner shade. And then I'm going to go back and use that last brush again to kind of blend that out a bit. I'm going to use a little brush and take the pop colour and pack that into the middle of my eye. Slowly, again, I'm scared of building colour too quickly, if you've not learned that yet. This palette is so packed of like autumny colours though. And I just feel like any of these combinations is really pretty for this kind of time of year. I just realised that while I was doing my hair, I was having like a full-on therapy session out of this video, like getting really deep. And now, while I'm doing my makeup, I'm like, these colours are so pretty in autumn. It's just because I need to focus a bit more on... Yeah, isn't it funny how much focus it kind of takes? I'm gonna take a little bit more of that transition colour to just blend this again. I don't get how makeup artists like do coloured eyeshadow. Like, do you have a brush for every colour? Do you wash your brushes after every single use? Surely that's tiring. Okay, so I'm liking this, but I'm not quite loving the eyeshadow eyeliner business. You have a really nice new Clinique eyeliner that I really like, but my Urban Decay one is just running out. Like, it's gonna run out any day now, and I'm trying to finish it off so I can get rid of it. So we're gonna use that, but it's actually not even my favorite anymore. Well, that's not the best winged liner I've done in my life. Let me get this little mirror, that might work better. That's okay, we can do that. We can roll with that. I'm running out of time, so this is such a risky game when you start trying to make one match the other one. It's never ever gonna match. But you probably will spend 20 minutes trying to make them and then hate it even more. That was the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Eyeliner in Perversion. I'm gonna link everything down below. John Lewis have 20% off loads of makeup, including loads of the stuff that I'm using today. So I'm gonna try and link as much as I can to John Lewis so you can get that 20% off. But if that means that if you do want to buy it quickly, because the 20% off runs out on Halloween. This is the next highlighter, as in the clothing shop next, which as you can tell I really like because I've nearly finished it, and this is in shade Glow. I love this, and I love the next mascara, and their stuff is generally 3 for 2 on makeup, so I like to buy a couple of these highlighters at a time and that mascara because I really love them. And they're like £6 each on, and then 3 for 2 as well. So you get like 3 makeup things for £12, and I really like them. So why not? I do like to put a lot on. But it's a really nice, like, everyday highlighter. It's not too in your face, but you can build it up to be quite highlighty. I need to put some anti-frizz on this. What I like to do for my mascara is I use the next one, as I just mentioned. This is the Wonder mascara. And this one, it's like, it's a nice fluffy brush and loads of it goes on. So I like to coat my lashes in that. So yeah, I like to kind of load my lashes up with lots of mascara. And then I'll give that a couple of minutes and I'll put a second layer on. Lipstick, today I'm gonna go with, oh, I didn't brush my brows. This is the HD Brows Brow Beater. This is actually clear, but from me brushing my brows when they have product on and then putting this back in, the product has kind of gone in the tube and it looks brown. I'm gonna use the Clinique Even Better Pop lip color, and this is in shade 4. This is subtle. What Clinique can do, if you go into store, I don't know if they can do it online, based on what foundation color you're wearing, they can tell you your like best nude and what will match your face the best. And then they give you like 3 color options. One is like nude, like you can barely see it. One is a like everyday casual nude, which is, this is my casual nude. And then one is a glam nude. Yeah, so as you can see, it is a very subtle, if you forgive the pun, nude color that you can literally just wear every day. It kind of puts my lips there, like, you know, they're not forgotten, but it's not kind of over the top. Although I could have done with some lip liner. Don't hate me for the fact I'm putting this on second. I know I shouldn't have, but it's makeup. Don't sue me. So this is the Morphe lip liner in Sweet Tea. Then some more mascara. I have this YSL Volume Effect mascara that's quite old now. It's not old, it's just, it's running out. And this is one of those that's got the, it's like a pink tube. And it's one of those that's got slightly more spiky, like bristles. So I like to use that to kind of try and stop my eyelashes getting too clumpy, to just brush them out a bit. I just feel like it separates them out quite nicely because it's quite a dry brush. Ooh, I have a dead leg. So yeah, that's kind of me. I'm ready to film now. I'm just gonna put some jeans on instead of these bad boys, and go film my haul. That's a little update on my life. If you've made it this far, please comment and let me know, because that's quite cool, and I don't think anybody will have made it this far. I think for the past half an hour-ish I've been talking to myself. But yeah, you deserve a gold medal if you've made it this far. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, then please do like and subscribe and drop me a comment so that I know that people actually like it and that I'm not talking to myself. Yeah, so once the Topshop haul is live, I'll put a little thing to that on the screen, because I've talked about it so much in this video that maybe you want to see it, I don't know. I'm gonna pop the links to everything that I've used in the description. Yeah, I should stop babbling and go film my other video because I don't have time to be talking this much right now because I gotta go. Yes, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Lots of love and hugs, and have a lovely evening. Okay, one last thing. Look at this.